tonight I wanted to share, I'm not really sure, tonight I wanted to share some of the nutrients for fabulous, happy relationships. So this is near and dear to my heart. Tonight we are going out to celebrate my 8-year anniversary. And this is a couple months before my wedding, if you guys have heard about that through Periscopes, if you've been on before. So tonight I really wanted to share with you guys a couple of really cool food ways that nutrients really do impact your relationship. And I think this is such an important topic. I also have never seen anybody really talk about this before, so that made me want to jump on it. So, number one of the things that you can really do to improve your ability to be fabulous on your own, but also certainly in a relationship when you're consistently communicating with somebody, is to balance out your blood sugar levels. Now, if you've never done this before, this is so important, because if you've heard of the word hangry or you've experienced that personally, so many people are dealing with this at a really chronic level all the time, and it's horrible, where they're really not eating enough, they're trying to restrict what they're eating, they're really not sustaining their bodies, and then they start to feel really grouchy and moody. And obviously, if you're living with somebody or you're communicating long-term with somebody or any of that, then it can start to get very, very frustrating. So that is tip number one, is to start balancing your blood sugar levels. So a few things that you can do to achieve that. Number one would be to eat complex carbs more often. Now, I shared a really awesome recipe for red lentil patties for breakfast, kind of like a hash brown, but way the heck healthier, inside my Glow Doers group on Facebook. So you can find that at glownc.ca/FB, and you'll be redirected right over into my Facebook group, where you can request to join, and I will admit you as long as you're female, because it's a ladies only group, so sorry about that, guys. But that is something that's really fabulous. If you can start your day with complex carbs, you are going to be in such a fabulous place, because your blood sugar levels are going to be consistently stable and you're not going to be such a jerk sometimes. So especially this is really, really the case if you have that kind of, if you get angry before you eat, or if you're late for or miss a meal and you start to have headaches, or you're cranky, if you are really tired a lot of the time, if you have a really hard time waking up in the morning, those can all be indicators. And if you're cranky before breakfast, or you need to get your coffee in before you're alive for the day, then those are all really, really big signs that it's really time to balance out your blood sugar levels. Now, one of the ways that I mentioned you can do that is with eating complex carbs, especially in the first half of the day. But a second one, and a kind of bonus for you guys, would be to also include small amounts of cinnamon into your diet. Now, there's a really cool person study that found out that if you added 1/4 teaspoon, which is nothing, guys, you can totally get that in without trying, easy. But if you added 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon into your diet, they found a 20% improvement in blood sugar levels over the course of the day, which is really, really amazing for such a little change that you guys can totally do and totally achieve. So that's the second thing. The third thing for really awesome blood sugar levels is to start getting in chromium if you are not frequently. Now, this isn't necessarily something if you tend to undereat, but if you tend to overeat, this is something that can really, really help you. And so things like tomatoes and romaine lettuce are both loaded. Raw cacao is absolutely loaded. And cooking citrus in really good quality stainless steel can also help to improve the chromium content. So those are some really amazing things that you can put into place today and start rocking your health and blood sugar levels. And then you'll be very calm and cool and collected, even if things around you are starting to feel frustrating. So that was number one for my tips. The second thing that I kind of wanted to get into was adrenal health, because this is something that is such a huge topic. It's probably my favorite topic to talk about as a holistic nutritionist, but it is so important because so many people struggle with this, where they're stressed out and then they start to really deplete themselves after a huge period of stress. They start to get really dragged down and exhausted, and they can't pick themselves themselves up off the couch, they have no motivation, they have no go, and they really wonder what the heck's wrong with them. And with this, there's not really blood tests or things like that that will really get to the bottom of this. So it's not until you jump into the natural world or tend to get help that way that you'll even recognize that you have this really big and really hard problem. So obviously, if you're not feeling good, then you're not going to be helpful in any relationship, even if that's just you being in your own head. So one of the things in terms of adrenal health, when we're looking at strengthening that so that you feel really good, you're going to be so uplifted. Your confidence is going to come back up, and that is incredibly valuable in any relationship across the board. It doesn't have to be just romantic. So in terms of adrenal health, a few things that you can do is to meditate is so amazing for stress health. I've guided some meditations on Periscope before. I also have a free one on my website at glownc.ca, so that can be extremely valuable for you. The second thing is that getting enough sleep is so important for stress health. It is really a time for renewing and repairing, and that can be so super valuable to you feeling your best. Also not overeating, just as a fun fact, but also getting enough rest can make your nerves repaired so that you're not so quick to react to other people, and that creates more love in the world, whether or not we're talking about romantic relationships. And then number 3 is that you can eat more consistently, because your blood sugar levels tie into your stress glands so much. Because when you're spiking and crashing your blood sugar levels, so if you eat something like cake and then you crash off and then you're starving and then you go for a coffee and you spike your blood sugar levels again and then you crash off, then at both the spike and the crash points, you are creating a really real stress reaction in your body that is happening. And as you start to wear out that system over time, you start to get into that very depleted state that we were talking about. And that is not going to help you no matter what we're talking about, whether relationship or just feeling good in yourself, which is so important and probably the most, I'm going to be strong on that, the most important thing that you can do for any relationship is to make sure that you are feeling good and confident in yourself. So that is my love chat for you tonight as I go out to celebrate my 8-year anniversary. And I wanted to share that as a holistic nutritionist because I had a lot of things change when I started eating really well. And one of those was drastically reducing the amount that we fought to the point where now we don't fight at all, and really kind of getting in touch with back and being sustained and peaceful and that kind of stuff. So it is possible. Food is definitely a part of it, because if you're cranky all the time, then of course you're going to react to the closest person to you. And I really hope drastically that helps to improve your day, week, month, year, and beyond in health and happiness. I hope that it spreads love out into the world, which is probably my biggest intention as a human being. And I hope that it brightens your day. So if you are looking for more help on blood sugar management or stress health like we were talking about, I have some amazing talks inside the Glow membership program, which you can find at glownc.ca/membership. And otherwise, I hope that you join me at glownc.ca/sign-up, because I've created a free workout motivation program so that you, over the course of 5 days, will get 5 super encouraging emails from me that help you to get motivated, to work out, to love your body, to work your body, and to feel fabulous because you did that. So that is all. Thank you guys so much for being here. Take care. You are absolutely amazing. You deserve the best in your life, health, and relationship. My name is Natalie. I'm the holistic nutritionist behind glownc.ca, and the membership program that I spoke about for going further into this kind of stuff and getting amazing 24/7 help is glownc.ca/membership. Head over there now. I would love to see you inside the program. You are awesome. Take care. Bye, guys.